Yo, this is SoJohn86 bringing you another video. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Collisium collection set of Ricky the Dragon Steamboat and Ted DiBiase, the $1 Million Man. I have been so excited for this. And and then after it came out, I was like kind of going back and forth whether I should get it or not. Mainly because of the Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. Now, I have changed my mind. Spoiler alert: this Ricky the Dragon Steamboat is amazing. It is better than the other version of him that I have, even though I like the ring attire from that I what is it, the WrestleMania 3 ring attire for Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. And this figure came out a while ago. Let me show. I like to get this part out of the way. You know, I do things a little bit different. So we're gonna save Ted DiBiase. We're gonna talk about this bad boy right here, but let's get Ted DiBiase out of the ring real quick. So I tied that so weird. Sometimes I hate these. Like I'm yeah. But this is the old release. Looks like Ricky the Dragon Steamboat, but man, they have definitely stepped up their game when it comes to the face scans because yeah, that real FX is just really, really dope. It definitely enhances the figures. That's why I like with these wrestling figs, man, from Mattel, it's so easy to kind of rebuy a lot of characters that you've had previously because the faces are done so much better. It's just like if you check out my review that I did on the most recent what is that, Farouk from the Nation of Domination, I show in that video the comparison with the Farouk that they made years ago. And yes, it looks like Farouk, but the figures almost used to have sort of a cartoon look to them. If you like think about it, like not an over exaggerated cartoon look, but it looked, I don't know, the face sculpt looks like artwork as opposed to like really like a looking like a true uh form of like what Ricky the Dragon Steamboat looked like. But this dope. You know what I might actually, you know what I might do? I don't know. No, because he's wearing all black. I was gonna put this gi like the top. I was gonna put it on him, but no, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that. But yeah. So that's the original Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. It served its purpose for a while. It will still be on the shelf though, just because it is the version from WrestleMania 3. And then we have this awesome. I mean, look at that face, man. That looks just like Ricky the Dragon Steamboat, man. I love it. Now, hold on. What I like about these Coliseum figures is that, you know, not only is the box art very similar to the LJN, the big rubber toys from the 80s, but a lot of these figures that come out, they're made in the stock, like they're made the same in the same gear as those LJN figures. Like that's kind of like the whole point, kind of like going back, being all nostalgic and like the Ted DiBiase, the suit he has on, it's the version of his LJN figure. This Ricky the Dragon Steamboat is the version of his LJN figure. So it's pretty cool. Then they got like the Hogan that had the red trunks and the white boots and all of that stuff. So um but yeah, these are the other face sculpts. This one looks really cool. This one looks good too. It's a nice little what, like baby face smile they got going there. You can't take off his headband because as you can see, these head sculpts don't have the headband, but they do have kind of like where the headband can fit, like an indentation right here. You see it around his head where it can fit over. Especially when you look at his like hair. So I think the face sculpts look pretty spectacular. Um, he does have multiple different hands. Out of the box, he comes with these hands, but it almost makes his hands look huge when these hands are on his body. I switched it to the fist. I like for my wrestling figures to look like they're getting ready to punch somebody at all times. It always depends. It's got open hands like that, and then he's got the tried and true gripping hands. So that is Ricky the Dragon Steamboat and his accessories. Now, let's see. I do have a little bit of a gripe with the Ted DiBiase, but Um, my Ted DiBiase, I am going to have he's gonna be in his suit the whole time. Um, I think it just it works. To me, that's like one of the main reasons to get this set is Ted DiBiase and him being in that suit. Just looks amazing, man. I'll talk about my gripes with the Ted DiBiase when we get there, um but yeah, this is Ricky the Dragon Steamboat's entrance gear. And then we have Ricky the Dragon ready to fight. Now, my gripe with both of these figures, I might as well talk about, I guess I can talk about the gripe with this figure, but it's a little bit worse on the Ted DiBiase. Um, wow, even his fist hands look pretty big. Even his fist hands look pretty big, but um, they're a little bit loose in certain areas, man. Just a little bit. Like his legs are a little too loose for my liking. Like his knee. Um, when you finally bend his elbow, it doesn't free flow enough for me. There's something just kind of off about it. It makes me feel like it's getting ready to snap. I wish I could really explain it. And this might just be like mine. I haven't really watched many reviews on this at all. And when I did, I only watched like the beginning part of it because I wanted to kind of experience all of this by myself for the first time. But like this arm is a little weird. Um, eh, eh. His wrist, no matter what hand is in, this peg is loose. Not a fan of that, especially after having that getting out Hulk Hogan and that Ultimate Edition WrestleMania 3 Hulk Hogan was perfect in terms of like how it moves, the articulation, everything was just like top notch. Not so much with these guys. But I mean, yeah, it's not everything is bad on it, but there's certainly some questionable articulation, man. Now this does his ankles move good. This part is usually the frozen part of these figures. This part does move good. Very happy about that at least. But yeah, like his knees just kind of always move, and I don't like it. I don't like it. And that's the same issue with Ted DiBiase, to be honest with you. It is literally the same issue. Another minor gripe that I have, sometimes this is the case with these Ultimate Edition figures, not so much the Elites. One thing that I will say that the Elites have over the Ultimate Editions is they're made a little bit bigger. Not talking about like height wise, the Ultimate Edition figures are pretty tall, just by a little bit, except for Ricky the Dragon Steamboat and like Macho Man. Those Elites are like shorter, like how they should be. Like this isn't a tall Ultimate. Ted DiBiase actually is taller than this figure, if I'm not mistaken. Let me see. I did do this last night. Yeah, he's just a little bit taller, just barely, but just a little bit taller. But this looks so cool. I can't wait to talk about that. I cannot wait. But yeah, I mean, look, this figure is good. Don't get me wrong. I like the face details, but my only gripe is the articulation is a little bit too loose and it's not free flowing enough. You can get them into poses. I'm not trying to make it seem like you can't get them into any poses. You can definitely do that. But I just wish that the articulation was a little more free flowing. Now, when I was talking about like the size, again, not talking about height, but just like, now look, Ricky the Dragon Steamboat wasn't like built like Hulk Hogan, but Ricky was muscular. Now they do capture that with this figure. Don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to say that they didn't capture it with this fig, but sometimes these Ultimate Editions have a way of making the wrestlers look too scrawny. Like the Bret Hart from the Hart Foundation just looks a little too small. But when you look at a lot of Elite releases, their arms are a little bit bigger. Like wrestlers back then were big, man. Even the wrestlers that are considered small were big. You know what I mean? Like they call Shawn Michaels a small guy. I mainly think that it's because of his height, but when you look at Shawn Michaels like in his prime, like the dude is bigger than like 90% of the wrestlers wrestling today in his prime. Like Shawn Michaels took care of himself. Sadly, Shawn Michaels was on drugs sometimes. So it's like, yeah, he was still able to like look like, just like this, like an action figure. But um, it's just that's my only gripe with these ultimates sometimes, man. Now, not all ultimates have this issue because of course you had the Steiner brothers look pretty big. Um, they actually the Steiner brothers were like perfect with their body sculpts. The Hulk Hogan figure is perfect. The Jim the Anvil Neidhart figure from the Hart Foundation set, perfect. So not all of them suffer this like being like just a little bit too scrawny looking for my liking. Just in the and it's mainly in the arms. Like the torso and everything is fine. Just make the arms just a little bit bigger. Because again, I know Ricky wasn't like some huge dude, but his arms also weren't like scrawny like this, man. I guess it's hard to kind of really explain, man. I wish I had like a side by side picture, but I don't know. I just wish he was a little bit more just bigger than this. Also, his legs look a little small for the upper part of his body. If I'm having some nitpicks here, but that is it with Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. Now, for the main attraction of this set, Ted DiBiase, man. This is what I have wanted for so long. A Ted DiBiase in a suit, soft goods suit, not one of the ones that they've been coming out with where he's always in like he's just made in the suit. You know what I mean? It's all plastic, no ring gear, just, pretty much manager Ted DiBiase, and his face scans are ridiculous. So check this out, man. His face scans are amazing. Oh wow. Oops, I'm dropping stuff. Like look at that. I was going to have this head be on the figure. This looks perfect. I could just hear him laughing and talking, man, just looking at these face sculpts. I could just hear him laugh, especially right here. I could just hear that heel laugh, man. He does come with two different money wads. Um, I'm not really sure unless one is for the other hand because he does come with two different hands that hold the cash. So I have one of them on him now, and this is the other one. He comes with two fist hands. One of them is already on the fig. Two gripping hands, as always. I mean, it is what it is. And then we got the open hands. Yeah, this Ted DiBiase is dope. I do have my gripes. I really do. I love the $1 million belt too. The $1 million championship. I feel like I need to have that exaggerated like laugh on his face. This looks dope. This is the way to like actually have this figure, guys. Now, you know what? Let me not a gripe, two gripes. I got two gripes with this Ted DiBiase, man. You guys might be a little bit disappointed, but look, your boy Soul Drum is not taking this suit off. I'm gonna tell you why. Taking this suit off is kind of a son of a bitch, because man, especially like the pants, because the knee pads get in the way. I have never ever, and I did see this part in a review before. I can't remember if it was Kyle Preston's review or if it was My Damn Toys, but taking these pants off, pause, is just, it is insane. And again, it's because of the knee pads. This material gets hung up on the knee pads. I literally do not want to ruin this. So this Ted DiBiase, I am 100% okay with having this Ted DiBiase remain in this suit. I'm not kidding you. I am not kidding you. On top of that, so that's one of my gripes is just the suit and how ridiculous it is to remove. But the suit looks dope. This is honestly the way to display this figure. Getting this Ted DiBiase, and it goes into my other gripe. Buying this set is for they meant for this to be something for us to display him in like this. And here's why. This Ted DiBiase's body is small. It doesn't look like it from when he has the suit on. But this is another wrestler where, yes, I get it. Ted DiBiase, he was another one of those guys who wasn't even really ripped when you think about it. When you look at Ted DiBiase throughout his career, now I didn't see any of his like early stuff before he was like $1 Million Man. I don't even know. I can't remember what organization he was wrestling in. I never seen that. I've seen the figure from the one company that was making wrestling figures for a little bit. I think they still do, but it's a company out there that makes a lot of like legendary wrestlers. And I think they made a Ted DiBiase, but it's like his original gimmick. It wasn't his WWE stuff. And I never seen that though, of like him in action like that. I've only known Ted DiBiase in his WWE career. And Ted DiBiase is not a big dude, but he's not as little as these figures make him. Like literally, when you remove this suit, his head is humongous. His hands, just like Ricky the Dragon Steamboat, his hands are bigger than his body. It is ridiculous, man. It is ridiculous. Now, you know what? As a matter of fact, what I'll do, I won't remove the pants, but I want to show you guys this. I do. I want to show you guys this, man. So, for the time being, I do want to talk why I'm so excited about this set and getting a new Ted DiBiase. Now, I think I've mentioned this on camera before, but the only other Ted DiBiase figure that I have broke on me the day that I got it. Right? The day that I got it. So they had a Ted DiBiase figure come out a long time ago at Target when Target had their Hall of Fame wave. That's what before the wave that they have exclusive to them now. They had a Hall of Fame series. I remember buying a Yokozuna from that Hall of Fame series. There was a Rock figure from that There was a Rocky Maivia figure that I passed up on, but I do have Rocky Maivia now, as you can see him in the back. But this Ted DiBiase, the one that comes with the basketball and the briefcase, I think it was a briefcase, and then the $1 Million belt. Look at the update. Like, look at how the faces used to look. That's crazy. Just look at how the faces used to look. But as you can see right here, his leg broke. It was one of those joints that were like, you know how like sometimes Mattel makes the joints and it's like they have that QC issue where you can't really move the leg, like you kind of feel it getting ready to snap. Well, I was just trying to like slightly work the joint, and it just popped off. It just completely snapped. And so for gosh, I don't know how many years now, because I got this figure when it released. I've had to have him on the shelf. Just like that. I just had to have him on the shelf like that. And that sucks. Really, really sucks. So I'm gonna show you guys. I'm about to change the head, by the way. About to change the head. That is me popping Ted DiBiase's head back onto his body. And then putting his arms in. But this is all I'm gonna do. Like I said, I am leaving the body on. Now, all right, so this one is definitely going to be no more on the shelf. This is going to be literally no more. As a matter of fact, you are now free. You are now free. No. Yeah, that was my solution. Okay. That was like sticky tack stuff. Now, I appreciate the sculpt. Because again, Ted DiBiase he didn't have abs. I appreciate the sculpt, but look how little his body is, yo. Ted DiBiase's head wasn't that big over his body. Like, this looks ridiculous. Like like it's not terrible. Let me not over exaggerate. I mean, I am an expressive individual, but come on now. Like, nah. It's too small. It's just too little. I don't like it. I don't like it. I actually like the arms on the Elite one better. I mean, the articulation on the Ultimate is better, but I like the arms better on the Elite. Even the Elite is too small, but even like, to me, like, the arms just have a better look. He's just a little too small. And I noticed this even in other people's reviews. I've noticed it in the pictures before I purchased this. I was like, man, like, they really have Ted DiBiase looking very, very scrawny. Ted DiBiase's not a scrawny dude, man. Not a scrawny dude. I wish that they had a better way of like molding these type of characters. I really do. I really do. I think I gotta put the smile head on Ted DiBiase's face, the one where he's kind of doing that laugh. It's typically when he's holding money. Oh man, sometimes putting these heads back on is crazy. Oh wait, you know what? I'm messing up. I am messing up behind the camera, guys. Wow. But I do like this figure a lot. Don't get me wrong. I'm very happy that I can now upgrade or that I now have upgraded. I gotta have the smile on. Got to have the smile on my face. Or wait, what? Smile on the smile head sculpt on the smile on my face. I'm tripping. I am tripping. All right. All right. Oh wait, no. Wrong hand in there. I got the wrong hand in there. All right. Now. Ooh, wait. All right. Okay. Ted DiBiase, man. All right. Yeah. This is honestly, this is the best way to have this figure displayed. $1 million championship. Looking at his money. Everyone's got a price. Everyone's got a price. And then Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. I love these sets, man. I love them. Even though I don't know if they'll do it anytime soon, because Doink the Clown was a bonus to get with this ring when you pre-ordered it. And I didn't pre-order this ring. I got this ring off of eBay. Somebody was selling it for $100, which was a dope price because that's all they were selling was the ring, not the stuff that came with it. But I would love an updated Doink the Clown. I really would. I would buy it. My Doink, I still like that Elite Doink in the back that you see next to Big Boss Man. I still love that figure. But man, I want them to do a Collisium edition, because I know they already pretty much have done it. The Collisium is just an ultimate figure. I know that they've done an ultimate Doink, but I need another one. I need them to make another one for me. But I could see them not doing it at least for a while, because it was a part of the bonus to back the new generation ring that you see now. But anyways, man, look, this is a good set. I needed a upgrade. That's one of the main reasons why I'm so happy about this set. Like, this Ted DiBiase is just, I needed it. I needed it clearly, clearly, clearly needed a new Ted DiBiase. Um, and the Ricky the Dragon Steamboat is a valued upgrade just because of the face scan and the articulation alone. But this is all I got, man. I do have more figure videos coming on the way. I do have the Big Boss Man and Bam Bam Bigelow 2-pack coming, and which should be next week. And then I have probably today the Headbangers. So be on the lookout for those videos as well. Thank you guys for tuning in. As always, it is your boy Soul Drum 86, and I'm out. Peace.